Join the community, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and thumbs this video up if you enjoyed the video. So Jarrell Big Baby Miller has actually pulled out of the fight he was supposed to have this Friday, I believe, in Madison Square Garden under the the Zone, or is it DAZN, however you pronounce it. He fights for that network. So he's not gonna be fighting because he couldn't find an opponent, right? I'm actually glad that happened, because when it comes to Jarrell Miller, for some goddamn reason, he's been fighting nothing but low quality opponents. So I'm actually glad that they pulled him out of this fight for Madison Square Garden, because it wouldn't do anything for him if they would have just put him in there against a guy that nobody ever heard of. Because me, you, and every other boxing fan would just be trashing this fight, because like I said, his last two opponents were just poor quality. So many people are now saying that because Jarrell Miller is not fighting this whoever he was gonna fight on this month, that now he's a possible opponent for Mr. Anthony Joshua, because of course Jarrell Miller is an option for Anthony Joshua, right? That's what it is. At least those are the two most possible opponents, at least at this very moment that I'm making this video, for Mr. Anthony Joshua is Jarrell Big Baby Miller, and of course the other opponent is Mr. Dillian Whyte, right? Mr. Dillian Whyte, Mr. Jarrell Big Baby Miller, right? Deontay Wilder's out of the equation. He's trying to get that rematch with Mr. Fury, and I'm starting to think that now Fury is out of the equation, because Mr. Frank Warren is saying that he wants 50-50 split, or else he's not going to try and make this fight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua happen. And if Eddie Hearn doesn't feel that Tyson Fury deserves a 50-50 per split, and he doesn't, then he's not going to offer Mr. Tyson Fury that money. So if he doesn't offer him that money, the fight is most definitely not going to happen, unless Tyson Fury decides, you know what, I don't care, I'm going to take the lower percentage of the purse. But if he doesn't take it, because again, that's Frank Warren. Frank Warren's the one saying he wants demanding for a 50-50 split. Not Tyson Fury, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe one day I see Tyson Fury saying, no, I want 50-50 split, or else I'm not fighting him either. Because so far I've seen Ben Davidson, Tyson Fury's trainer, and his promoter, Frank Warren, demanding for a 50-50 split. So in order for him to face Anthony Joshua. But I actually have not seen Tyson Fury himself say it, that I will only fight Mr. Anthony Joshua unless I get a 50-50 split. So if this fight doesn't happen because they're not satisfied with the purse that they're receiving, then the only two other options that it seems like is going to happen will be Jarrell Big Baby Miller and Dillian Whyte, unless Dillian Whyte. Because also Dillian Whyte is looking like he's demanding more money, because he doesn't want $5 million. People tell me that he received $5 million against Derek Chisora, and Dillian Whyte says that they offered him less than $5 million. So if Eddie Hearn doesn't offer him the type of money he's looking for, he's probably he's looking forward to the rematch. He's probably not going to take the rematch. So then you got Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller has never made a lot of money in his career, right? He's a guy he's not known. So I think Jarrell Miller will be happy with anything that Eddie Hearn offers him, because like I said, he's never received a big payday. Jarrell Miller has never received a big payday because he's not fighting. He's not as a draw like Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte has a lot of fans. Deontay Wilder has a decent amount of fans. Anthony Joshua has fans. Tyson Fury, but Jarrell Miller is a guy I think he's a good contender, but he just doesn't have a big fan base like that. And that's why only like the hardcore boxing fans like myself and like you guys who are watching this video know who Jarrell Big Baby Miller is. So I would imagine that Jarrell Big Baby Miller would be happy with whatever Eddie Hearn offers him, right? So we might see Jarrell Miller versus Anthony Joshua, and I think that's a good fight. Fuck the haters, I'm pretty sure there'll be haters out there saying Jarrell Miller ain't. Who's Jarrell Miller? Yeah, he might not be known, but he's a good talent. He's undefeated. For Jarrell Miller's sake, I just think he needs to lose weight. Like I want to see him against Anthony Joshua. I want to see him in shape. Like, be under 300 pounds. You can't be fighting, Anthony Joshua 316 pounds. I think Jarrell Miller believes that being overweight will give him the advantage. But dude, it'll slow you down. I think he needs to be fighting in the 280s, 270s, man. Matter of fact, 270s. I think he needs to cut down to 275, man. That's going to help him out with the speed, because I think he's a good inside fighter. I like his style. He's a kind of seek and destroy type of fighter. He walks his opponents down. So I think that his style versus Anthony Joshua's style is actually an entertaining fight. That has entertainment written all over it. Jarrell Miller stalking Anthony Joshua and Anthony Joshua defending himself with throwing uppercuts. I'm telling you, man, that has fireworks written all over it. That's a fight that I'm not gonna hate on if it happens. All right, like I said, these are quality opponents. I think what I like about Anthony Joshua is he's given he's fighting guys that he should be fighting. Because even if he didn't fight Jarrell Miller, even if he fought Dillian White next, and then even if he fought Deontay Wilder next, guess what? He would eventually have to fight Jarrell Miller, because Jarrell Miller would probably put himself in a position to be a mandatory, right? So, like I said, and again, Jarrell Miller's a young fighter, so it might be Jarrell Miller, guys. It might be Jarrell Miller, because at least people are making it seem like because he pulled out of this fight, now he's a possible opponent. Obviously, it might not be. Maybe Dillian White gets is happy with whatever other offer Eddie Hearn offers him, and then he takes the fight. But like I said, these two fellas are basically the two most likely opponents, unless Luis Ortiz, punk ass doesn't take that fight that people are saying he's gonna take against some opponent that they haven't mentioned yet. And then maybe he's a possible opponent. But these two guys right here are most likely Anthony Joshua's next fight. It will be announced soon, so we're going to find out shortly, guys. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs the video up. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, because I make videos every day. I'm the most consistent boxing channel on this whole goddamn community. Nobody outworks me when it comes to making videos and uploading content on my boxing channel. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.